Hey everyone, Sithala here, and I am playing Dragon's Crown again. Now, if you saw my last episode, there was some recording issues, and I lost the last bit of the episode. You didn't miss much, I finished the quest by then. You just missed me killing the boss again, but it's the same boss that I already killed, so no real loss. I did get a new staff that I equipped, however, so I'll be able to use that. It's a fire staff, so all my spells are fire. They're mostly the same effects, just with explosions instead of ice. But I did finish the quest, so let's go into the Adventurers Guild and turn it in.
Go back.
Yes, and every quest you turn in does give you a nice art piece like this. This one is the Honey Buzzard that we just helped. So obviously quests give you experience, it also gives you skill points to spend on unlocking skills. So I can learn some new skills real quick. And some more skills opened up since last time I bought some skills, so let's see what I can get. I can get an Ice Prison. Could be useful, but I think I'd like something flashier. Thunderhead I forgot to equip last time, so I didn't get a chance to use it yet. I think I will take Animate Skeleton. That way I can get some skeleton minions to follow me around and help me out. Create food. That would be a useful spell. I can just make some food to eat and heal up. Metal Absorb. Gain MP with enemies I kill. That will be useful, so I think I'll get that. And that used up all my skill points. So, now I can pop out of here. I have the quest from last time of going to the castle and finding out what they want, so let's head over that way. Let's go the right way. Into the castle, and
flanked by guards, you are led through the secure castle. Princess Vivian and Prime Minister Gustav awaited you. The Prime Minister speaks a lot, in contrast to the silent princess. He asks you to swear to keep this matter secret. The royal scepter has been stolen. A witness who saw the thief described him as Tomet, a known bandit. Your job is to track down Tomet and retrieve the scepter. Also, for the sake of the kingdom, this must be kept secret. Ranni whispers that he knows of this Tomet. He's well known and is based out of the old capital. You bow and leave the throne room.
So now we get to go find Tomet.
To retrieve the royal scepter, you chase the thief into the ruins of the old capital.
We go up to the gate and let's see. Let's give this again. So I can go back to areas that I've already cleared, so I could go back to the ruins here, but there's not really any point. I'll go to the old capital and see what we find.
These are the ruins of the ancient capital city. It was destroyed following an invasion from the Northern Empire. Now, it is a dangerous
And there's my fire staff.
full of dragons and wyverns.
Alright, so yeah, these guys pretty weak. Ranni stealing all my gold again. Oh, some treasure. Yeah, admittedly, I keep forgetting to use this to look around for loot to pop out. Ow. Alright. Burn these guys down and grab some more loot. Scorpions. Of course, I shoot right over the scorpions. Get my mana back.
Outstanding.
Ranni just did something again. He did, didn't he? Oh, open that chest, Ranni. Use your thieving skills to good use. Steal for us, Randy, not for yourself. Arbalest should be handy here.
You find the bandit Tomet in a hideout amid the ruins, just as Ranni told you. It is said that whatever this man desires, by thievery he can acquire. Ranni asks, "Are you Tomet, the bandit legend?" Beaming, he displays his spoils and tells the tale behind each item. When you ask about the scepter, he says, "That was indeed I," and goes on to boast exactly how he got into the castle. When you inquire further about the scepter, he deduces your true intentions and darts away. Pursue the thieves. Apprehend him and reclaim the scepter.
So now I get to chase down Tomet, which thankfully there's no
Target swimming underwater. Watch for your quarry to surface.
these wonderful fish monsters. I think there's no time limit or anything on this, just ow. Alright, come on, you fish. There we go. And now there's the other one. Oh, I missed. Oh, need more mana. Get them, wizard. I'll loot the area. Alright, got one more. I think this is the last fish here. Oh, never mind. We killed them all. I think there's no time limit for catching Tomet, so I can just kind of take my time and loot everything. Kill all the monsters. There we go. Look the room again, and can I go through this door? Yes, I can. Yeah, always a good idea to keep an eye out for things in the background that you can open up and enter, because there is usually good loot inside of them. Like this one here has this bag, and treasure chests. And since each treasure chest has an item of some sort in it, that is usually a good idea to find them all. Of course, sometimes there are monsters, which can be bad or can be experience, so overall, not a bad idea to kill them. If I could actually kill this thing, there we go. Yeah, that's all.
How bothersome.
Explode more scorpions. Get my mana back real quick. There we go.
Pesky gnats.
Well, this is meant to explode. Thankfully, they are not. They don't resist fire at all. Even though swimming in water would probably resist fire pretty well.
How bothersome.
Yes, every character has some kind of leaping attack like that. Apparently I can hip thrust enemies bad enough that they go flying across the screen. Mana back while I search for more loot. Can I walk while channeling mana back? It'd be incredibly useful if I can. I have to try that out soon. I know I could make that into a minion, but I need more allies, so I'll just collect all the bones that I get instead of turning them into temporary minions. Oh dear. And now we're at the boss. Apparently, Tomet has a pet wyvern. And I died already. That is unfortunate. Should probably pay attention to my health. Should also try using something like this. Thunderhead spell. Go and zap everything. It is zapping the ground. Very good at zapping the ground. Unfortunately, I need to zap the wyvern instead. Alright, so yeah, once I start recovering my mana, I can walk around so I can dodge attacks. I'm not just stuck standing still. Fortunately, I'm still taking a ton of damage from this guy. So get my mana back real quick while he's shooting my wizard. This guy is being rather tough and obnoxious. And he has friends. That is unfortunate. I could really use this food that I've got, so I'm going to try and eat it while my wizard ally is dying. Because of course I care nothing for him. I only care about myself. What? Oh, there's fire on the ground. That's not good to stand in. Alright. Could you get the big guy, wizard dude? We'll get this one, who's already dead. Never mind. We'll get him together. Or we'll just have tons of friends here. Alright, let's try and take this strong drought and... damage boost. Go! Recover mana. Go. Let's try another Thunderhead spell, because it does seem to be effective when it actually hits something. Not so effective when it's not hitting things, but, well... These guys are almost dead. And I'm out of mana again. Dang you wizards, why must you run out of mana? Alright. I'm close to dead. I'm not dead yet. Not dead yet! Fortunately, this guy tends to have a lot of friends. And I'm out of mana for another... There we go. Thank you, wizard dude, you saved me.
You pin down Tomet, who is so stunned that he's actually been caught that he cannot move. Relenting, he produces the scepter from his bag and hands it to you.
So yes, I now have the scepter. As well as another level. And some loot.
You have reclaimed the royal scepter, stolen from the treasure room of the castle.
Alright, so let's see what I got. I've got a staff that I might be able to get some use out of. Let's check it out. Not too bad. Let's see what I've got right now. 2 amulets that have no abilities at all. I think I'll just sell them both. And some earrings that both have an ability. We'll identify both of them. Damage from Draconic Wounds down. Well, this is completely worthless. Sell that off. And we'll just take everything else and leave the appraisal.
You deliver the royal scepter to the Prime
Alright,
Minister.
let's
at the
warp right to the castle.
Once again, you are led to the throne room under guard. This time, a man stands there with a presumptuous grin. The man tells you to hand over the scepter. You tell him that you don't know what he's talking about. The man's mouth transforms into a twisted grin, and he signals his guards. They inch closer, swords at the ready. What will you do?
Ooh, what should I do? Well, I'm not afraid of a fight.
You fall into a fighting stance. As soon as you steel yourself for battle, the Prime Minister and Princess burst in. The Prime Minister orders the guards near you to stand down. The man twirls his cape and leaves, as if nothing happened. You sigh, relieved that you didn't have to shed blood in the castle to resolve the problem. The Prime Minister tells you that man was Count Dean, the younger brother of the king. He is trying to usurp the throne. The scepter indicates the throne's heir. The Prime Minister says Dean had Tomet steal it to deny the princess the throne. The Prime Minister takes the scepter and narrows his eyes in satisfaction. He pays you for completing the request. The
Clearly, we
fairy
need to
you
watch out for
saved in
Count
the
Dean.
ruins appears before you. She seems to want to take you somewhere.
And we have a fairy companion. Where are you taking me, fairy? Keep going. Keep going. To the old tower.
The fairy leads you into an old, ivy-covered tower. You find yourself in a cluttered room that seems to be a laboratory. Judging by the stratification of dust, much time has passed since anyone last entered this room. Letters amidst the shambles indicate that a magician named Lucane lives here. You find a message he penned on the desk. Lucane wrote that he was off to see a magician friend named Wallace in the underground labyrinth. The fairy uses various interpretive gestures to indicate that she wants you to find him. You accept her job request. You head to Wallace's underground labyrinth to look for the magician Lucane.
I could head to the labyrinth, but I would like to go to the Adventurers Guild first and get some spells, and then probably equip some and prepare some stuff. So let's see what I've got for common stuff first. I don't really slide very much. I can get more score from this, which is probably a good thing because score does increase my experience. So I think I'll get this from the start and see how much more quickly I can level up. So I cannot level up more until level 8, so I'll just leave it right at 1 for now. And level some other stuff in the meantime.
There's a job.
I've got a new quest, but I think I'm going to save the quests for later and just focus on the main storyline stuff for the video series. Which means just going straight to the labyrinth here. And yeah, that's what I want to do. Just going straight to the labyrinth after I equip stuff. So I've got new earrings here that are both, let's see, 1 more defense or take less damage from draconic foes. I think the extra defense, yeah, the extra defense is worth it, even though it's only an E rank item. And the wand, I think I'll stick with my current one because it's not as high of a maximum damage, but it has a much higher minimum, and it has extra dexterity, which does something, I'm not quite sure what. Let me check what dexterity does, actually. If I can get over, there we go. Damage dealt with weapons. I'm assuming that would be both picked up items and I probably just put items I pick up, not regular physical attacks. So, anything else I want to change out? Nope, okay. So let's go sell and repair stuff, and then head over to the labyrinth and get on with this quest.
May I help you? Which one do you want?
Repair everything and sell off my excess junk. And get rid of the brown studs because they're useless. Alright, let's go over to the gate. And now to the labyrinth.
This underground labyrinth is said to have been made in a single night with powerful magic. It is a dangerous place replete with traps. Bars entry to all who would
So, wizards. Oh, I forgot to revive my allies. Well, I'll do that later in time for the next dungeon. So it'll be just me and the wizard dude again. There he is. Nice timing. This is one thing I'm annoyed at sometimes with 2D side-scrolling games. Sometimes I'm just completely off of the plane that the enemy is on, so I'm just attacking nothing. Oh look, trees! Wonder how well they are against fire magic. Turns out wood burns very nicely. So let's... Yeah, I've got a... Apparently my basic attack does a magic drain effect, so... That does not, however. Let's see my mana back real quick. Get more loot. Search for anything useful. Open that door. And Randy leveled up. Apparently that means that he opens trapped chests less often. So we'll see how true that is. Ooh, B rank.
And the door magically closed fast.
Unfortunately, it also caused a trap.
Slime creatures are weak against fire. The torch on the wall could be used to great effect.
So, the trap is slimes that are weak to fire. Too bad that we're both fire mages.
The clink of metal hitting the ground can be heard.
There we go. There's the key.
The magic key to open the door.
Or let's just get out of here. Maybe. There we go. Apparently I have to attack the door with the key. That's wonderful video game logic, but oh well. Open this other chest. Alright, done. Oh. Hey look, crossbow used against wizards. And it works rather well. Just stop. Alright, get the rest of this loot, search for anything new. With that, torch that. I don't need it all. And Rennie picked up more loot because he's a bastard.
Out of the blue, a mouse darts out and leaps onto your palm. The rodent claims to be the apprentice of Wallace the Magician. He says he was tasked with caring for the laboratory while Wallace was gone, but it is beset by malevolent magic users. When you ask about Lucane, the apprentice answers that his master's friend went into the labyrinth and hasn't returned. Your quest to find Lucane is delayed as you attempt to liberate the lab for Ricky, the magician's apprentice. The door to the laboratory.
So yes, nice little Sorcerer's Apprentice reference there.
Let's see. Simple.
And again, I want more allies. I don't really care too much about having the bone companion. I'll get that later once I've got a full team and don't need any more.
It's my turn. Done.
We get more loot, kill more bad guys. That was rather effective. Alright, let's see if I can remember the trap here. So, this room, there's a bunch of colored switches on the floor. If you hit 4 of them in the right order, the bars in the background open up and the chest opens. You can reset it as much as you want by hitting this white thing in the middle, but honestly, I can't remember what the password is offhand, so I'm going to just guess a couple times. Oh look, loot. I'll guess a bit why. Let's see, I think it was something like red, yellow, light blue. I just stepped on the center thing. Oops. Red, yellow, light blue. Blue? No. Yellow, light blue, purple. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm not going to look at a guide right now. I will just miss out on that one treasure chest for now. And try and remember what the password is for next time.
I got it. Voila.
Because the laboratory was being misused.
Oh joy, mushrooms.
The experiments housed within now run amok. There's been a population.
As far as I know, you do not get an extra life reading green ones. Sorry.
Spores grow. The labyrinth is overrun by fungi.
Alright, let's get these guys out of the way, and yes, I can punch them with a torch if I didn't have my own fire magic.
Hey, Luca. Oh, yes. Done.
Alright, get the loot before Randy does. Have them open that chest while we're fighting. Although, opening chests while you're fighting may not be a good idea because if they're trapped, it could mean a lot of damage for you. And Randy has a tendency of opening trap chests at the worst possible time. Let's drop the torch and just burn these guys with violent spells. Get mana back. And nothing more useful here. Just burn them and move on.
Outstanding. Oh, yes. Simple.
Alright, let's go on here and more mushrooms. And serpent things. These things look rather unfriendly here. Alright, can I hit this from down here? I don't think so. Although I've only got 1 health left. How did that happen? Alright, let's potion real quick so I can eat up. That's a bad idea, probably. Alright, get my Thunderhead out and die. Well, that was unfortunate. Make life. There we go, kill the nest, and nuke that guy. Alright, I think everything's dead now, so we can go on.
Here they come.
I said I think everything's dead now.
I got it.
Please die, fight worm things. Okay, everything's dead now, except a thief. Alright, so there are enemy thieves that can show up sometimes. They will open up treasure chests and loot them if you have any that aren't opened yet. So it's really important to make sure you're watching out for them and kill them before they can run away. This guy didn't get any of our stuff. Actually, I don't remember if you actually kill them or if they just run away when they're defeated anyway. They might just drop everything and run when they're defeated. Eat up real quick, get my mana back. So I think I'm close to the boss. It's either this screen or the next one. Nope, it's the next screen. More hit punches with these for these mushroom guys, and then make them explode. Yeah, I think these guys are summoning tiny ones when they die. There we go. Explode him. Explode the rest of them, and there we go. And of course, my wizard friend, quote-unquote, took my food. I need that food more than you do, wizard guy. Alright, here we go. Doom Beetle. Let's get my Thunderhead out.
Destroy the cocoon before they hatch, and they'll keep coming.
And yes, there are cocoons that will pop up. We need to blow them up before they hatch, otherwise there'll be more Doom Beetle friends, and that is generally a bad thing. That's not actually a cocoon, is it? Oh god, there's two of them. Oh, here's a cocoon. Oh dear. There we go, okay. Don't think I'd be able to handle a third Doom Beetle. Two beetles is bad enough. Oh god, it's another cocoon. Oh dear, there's one down here I didn't notice first. There we go. Get mana back so I can kill this one off. There we go. Now let's work on the boss. Mana back real quick. Well, those are larvae that we've been killing. Ah, that makes sense. Pop this, and pop a potion. There we go, and now that I'm doing more damage, get my bit mana back, and then blow this guy up. I said blow this guy up. There we go. And the Doom Beetle is dead.
We found some bones that seem to belong to Lucane in the depths of the labyrinth. The tattered raiments and jewelry leave no doubt that the corpse is indeed Lucane's.
Fortunately, Lucane died before we could get to him. Fortunately, we have ways of resurrecting people in this world, so that's not that bad.
You bring back the bones of the magician Lucane.
Ooh, this looks like a fancy staff. Let's check it out. Ooh, bonus fire damage. That's the keeper. Alright, let's check out the earrings, because they're earring gonna get an item. Let's sell off these ones. And a bracelet. I don't think I have a bracelet yet, so that's useful. Let's sell off the D rank one. So we get 2 B ranks, so I'll identify both of them and see what we got. And let's get rid of the crappy one. Alright, not too bad. Take them all and go back to town.
You found Lucane, but he was dead. You imagine the fairy will be overcome with grief, but you need to return to her. When you enter the laboratory, the fairy frantically flits around you, as if it senses your uneasiness. Upon seeing Lucane's bones, the fairy enters into a panic. She begins tugging at your arm to get you to leave the tower. The fairy is apparently attempting to lead you somewhere. You collect Lucane's bones and follow her.
Obviously the fairy is telling us to go to the temple, because apparently the narrator and my character are not smart enough to figure out that we can just resurrect the guy.
As you enter, a kindly voice echoes from the back. You seem to be in need of help, a monk says, and approaches you. You nervously hand the monk the bones of Lucane. Allow this heart to beat again. Quench their lead, reverse, and awaken them. The prayer reaches the goddess, and the pile of bones is once again given flesh. Lucane, shocked to find himself alive, thanks you profusely. He tells you to visit him at his laboratory and leaves. The resurrected magician has returned to the old tower in town. You decide to see
So thankfully
him to ask more
that
details.
weird scene with the resurrecting, you can skip that when you're resurrecting characters normally, so it's not always there constantly. But I think before going into Lucane's tower, I'm just going to end here and save that for next episode, and I'll do a couple more of the side quests to keep myself leveled up and show off some new stuff next time, hopefully. But for now, I will take off. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!